Bitcoin crashes 20% as Ethereum passes $1,000. Hey guys, what's going on? Jab here, and in today's video, we just had one hell of a weekend. I'm sure you guys noticed what happened over said weekend. Bitcoin rallied to $35,000. Not only did Bitcoin rally to $35,000, Ethereum rallied 25% in a day, moving from $730 all the way up to a local high of over $1,000. Guys, in today's video, we have some analysis to do on Bitcoin, but even more importantly, we have some analysis to do on Ethereum and the altcoins, because as I talked about in a previous video, it is very likely that since Bitcoin has led this bull market, now we are going to see the altcoins start to pop off. So guys, I encourage you to watch this video. I think you're going to get a lot of great value out of today's video. If you do, as always, consider hitting that like and subscribe button. But without much further ado, guys, let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Before we get started, I do want to mention that this channel is sponsored by our very own Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. If you guys would like to start making the most of this bull market and educating yourself in cryptocurrency trading, investing, and technical analysis, CT2A is the one-stop shop to do so. Sign up for $75 off with the coupon code New Year's 2021 with the link in the description down below. Anyway, guys, more on that at the end of the video. Before we get started, though, I do want to ask you, how was your weekend? I had a very productive weekend. I got a lot done. I started setting up a lot of financial tracking for my cryptocurrency and all of my other assets because, believe it or not, to this point, I've been winging it, and you should not be doing that. So that's how my weekend went. Tell me how your weekend went in the comment section down below, and shout out to everybody who came over from BitBoy's video. Thank you very much to BitBoy Crypto for giving us a shout out. We got like 1,500 new subscribers in a day. Congrats on 200,000 subscribers, my friend. But without much further ado, let's jump onto the charts. You know, cryptocurrency has been moving so fast over these last couple of days that it's easy to forget that before this weekend started, Bitcoin was barely trading at $30,000. In fact, it was only 4 days ago that I called for a $30,000 Bitcoin within 48 hours. And in those last 4 days, we have seen stupid amounts of volatility. We can see that on the Bollinger Bands being more wide than they have been in years. So the first question for us to tackle in this video is, where does Bitcoin go from here? And then we'll jump on to some altcoins. Guys, I am always the person warning you guys that Bitcoin is not going to rally forever. During the time when everybody else on YouTube and in the cryptocurrency space is talking about Bitcoin going to $50,000 or $100,000, back when Bitcoin hit $13,700 in July of 2019, I was one of the only people saying, guys, be careful, this rally isn't going to last forever. I'm not interested in getting you super hyped up over something that may not happen. I'm more interested in being a realist, but also being an optimist, but a realist first. And realistically speaking, yes, Bitcoin probably will go to $50,000 in the next 12 months, but also realistically speaking, it's probably not going to happen this month. Don't get me wrong, hands up, there's a decent chance it happens, but more likely, Bitcoin is going to consolidate in January. Even if that consolidation leads us up to like $35,000, $40,000, we're going to consolidate, not rally as fast, lock in some gains, build support up here at these levels. Guys, we've never traded at these levels before. And because we've never traded at these levels before, you can see that we have absolutely nothing in the way of VPVR support. Notice all of this VPVR support between $6,000 and $12,000. This is what allowed us to go on this massive bull market, is that it was almost impossible to break through these support levels and push back to $3,000 again. The problem we face right now is that since we've never traded at anything above $20,000 as of about 2.5 weeks ago, we have no support up here. In fact, there's not even much support above $12,000 even. Is this a bad thing for Bitcoin? Does this alone mean that Bitcoin is going to crash? Absolutely not. That is not what I'm saying. Don't get me wrong. But what I am saying is that in the bullishness, we need to understand that markets are cyclical. We cannot let our emotions and our FOMO drive us. We have to let our knowledge of the space and our experience in the space drive us. We need to be led by our intelligence and by our brain, not by our heart. Of course, we've all seen massive gains, but be careful of letting that blind you to the fact that Bitcoin at some point is going to consolidate. At some point, Bitcoin will correct. And remember, those are good times to purchase Bitcoin. Is now a good time to purchase Bitcoin? I'm not the one that ought to be telling you that. You need to come to that conclusion on your own, but I do warn you, Bitcoin will not go up forever. Expect a correction in the next couple of months, even if it doesn't happen right away. Nevertheless, there was something we discussed in a previous video, and that was an altcoin cycle potentially starting. I talked about in this video right here on Friday that Bitcoin dominance was one of the numbers that you need to be paying attention to. Currently, it sits at 68.6, and as you can see, total market capitalization has recently breached reached an all-time high. The previous all-time high in January of 2018 was $830 billion. Currently, it sits at $860 billion. But notice the total market capitalization excluding Bitcoin. All-time high is $547 billion, and currently we're only sitting at 270. What that means is total market cap, including Bitcoin, is passing all-time highs. Total market cap of all the altcoins is 50% of where it was in January of 2018. This rings true if we look at the market cap chart. On September 13, 2020, we saw Bitcoin's market dominance sitting at 56.67. Currently, it sits at almost 70. Well, we saw something very similar happen in 2017 at the end of the 2016-17 bull market. Bitcoin dominance rallied in June of 17 from 38% all the way in December of 2017 to 63%. What happened to follow was one of the largest exoduses of market capitalization from Bitcoin into altcoins we have ever seen, with Bitcoin market dominance being cut in half and Ethereum's doubling. To illustrate this point, we saw Bitcoin hit $20,000 all-time high on December 17th, 2017, but Ethereum and the rest of the altcoins would hit all-time high on January 13th, 2018, a full month later. To further illustrate that point, when Bitcoin hit all-time high in 2017, Ethereum was trading at $700. Its all-time high figure just a few weeks later was $1,400, twice as valuable. Where am I going with this? Because I just threw a lot of numbers and facts at you. Quite simply, what we saw during the previous bull market was Bitcoin hit all-time high first, and then with the exuberance that was in Bitcoin, it transferred into the altcoins. So too did the trust in the rally. That is exactly what we're seeing happen today. Because if you notice on the hourly chart, Bitcoin has been moving north for the last several weeks, but this weekend we hit a high, and we actually plummeted all the way down 20% from 35 grand to $27,000 just a day and a half later. But at the exact same time, what we see Ethereum doing is moving into blue sky breakout. In 2 days, Ethereum was up 60%, rallying to $1,162. The takeaway from this is that just like at the top of the previous bull market, we are seeing Bitcoin move into a massive rally, and now it looks like we're starting to see the transition from a rally on Bitcoin to a rally on the altcoins. The takeaway here is that you need to make sure you are in good position for altcoins. Understand this, guys. Bitcoin is 65% above its all-time high figure. Ethereum is 25% below its all-time high figure. That's about to change, especially considering over the last 3 years, there's probably been more fundamental development blockchain side on Ethereum than on Bitcoin. I have thought Ethereum has been undervalued for a very long time. All of the decentralized application platforms have been undervalued for a very long time. Currencies are currently the biggest application of blockchain in the cryptocurrency industry, but decentralized applications are going to drive this next bull market. I plead you, do not miss the opportunity that lies in front of you with Ethereum. I am heavily invested in it, and I do stand by the project. I am very bullish on it. That is my take on it. It's very important that you understand how to read trends and understand patterns in this market, because if you don't, you can kiss your chances of understanding technical analysis and thereby one of the most powerful tools for trading and investing goodbye. This is the reason we decided to create the Cryptocurrency Technical Analysis Academy. Guys, we have over 36 videos, 12 hours of high-quality content, and nearly 3,000 students in this academy who have been learning about technical analysis for the last 2.5 years. These videos include real-world applicable lessons that you need to internalize for your trading journey. Those include intuition, one of my favorite videos in the entire course. That is your feeling about what is going to happen in the market. Understand, that's not emotion. That's not emotion in the slightest. That's intuition. In the same way that you might have the hairs stand up on the back of your neck when you feel someone's watching you, you need to pay attention to that, because sometimes those hairs are going to stand up on your arm and say, oh, I think Bitcoin, I don't feel right about the trade I'm entering. I'm just going to not enter that trade. Have you ever been in a sketchy gas station at 3 o'clock in the morning off I-75 and you felt something weird and you walked out to your car and you left? Yeah, that was your intuition speaking, and you'd be wise to listen to it in that situation, and you'd be wise to listen to it in your trading as well. Mass Psychology is another great video. If you want to understand why Ethereum rallies after Bitcoin, that's Mass Psychology. Risk and reward. This is absolutely integral to trading, because if you don't understand your risk to reward and your risk to reward ratios, you're never going to be setting up statistically profitable trades. Dollar cost averaging. I have dollar cost averaging set up for Bitcoin and even higher dollar cost averaging set up for Ethereum right now. Definitely something you need to understand. Gauging the strength of support and resistance, gauging the strength of the bulls and the bears. All of these videos, guys, are really important. We have a video breaking down all of the different technical indicators that you're going to use in your analysis. And if you're newer to cryptocurrency, then this entire introductory section is for you. We talk about how to set up and use TradingView. This video is 35 minutes long because it's comprehensive and TradingView is a complicated platform. Depth charts and stop limits, support and resistance, how to read candlestick charts because that can trip you up if you're new here. I have always said, and I will always say, that education is the most important investment you will ever make in your life. There's a reason we spend the first 20 to 25 years of our life teaching ourselves things, and anyone who is wise and successful understands that that journey doesn't stop when you graduate college either. It is vital that you invest in your education if you want to take advantage of these trades. A wise man once said you should never invest in something before you first understand the thing that you are investing in, and if you don't understand technical analysis, then you really don't have any business investing in Bitcoin. And I think it's a good idea to be investing in Bitcoin. So I'd encourage you to focus on your education, whether that's with us or somewhere else. I encourage you to do so. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy today's video, consider hitting that like and subscribe button, but that is going to do it for today's video. Before I go, though, I do just first want to thank each and every single last one of you for watching, as always, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.